This is a brief video about how I manage my atlas completion. In order to get all this completed, there's a couple, hints or strategies that I use to make sure I'm getting this done. It's day 5 right now of the league. I have 85 of my maps completed, and I have purchased 0 maps from other players. So a couple things you should definitely look at. And I'm going to start off with your tree. You start off by getting white maps, tier 1 maps as you run through the last 2-3 acts of the campaign. And I do something very specific. I don't think this is, I don't know if it's unusual or not, but I tend to go like this. This right here gives me a total of a 7% chance to grant an additional Ny'Rok mission on completing a map. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10% additional chance to drop an additional connected map. That's really important. And then we're going to make that 12, 14, 16, 18, 20% chance to drop an additional completed map. And now 10% chance to drop an additional Ny'Rok to generate a Ny'Rok mission when completing a map. I'm also going to take the comprehensive scouting reports. From here, I'm going to go up here. I want my maps to be as high tier as possible. Then I'm going to come down here. So this is that was 22, 24, 26, 28, 30% chance to drop an additional connected map, and an additional that's 15, 20, 25. Is that right? 5, 10, 25, 5, 10, 25. So that's 50% chance for the connected map that drops to be 1 tier higher. Then I'm going to come through here and go all the way up here. These are all duplication chances. Go around here, quantity and rarity, quantity in this case. And then come up here and take this. And this right here is the core of what I use to complete my atlas. And some of this, not some of it, all the Ny'Rok stuff I will spec out of later. The shaping of shaping the skies and shaping the mountains I will keep, and I'll use that most of the rest of the game in every strategy I use. The major difference is I'll get rid of these later on, I'll get rid of this later on, and then I might change this right here to be this over here. Everything else is good to go. I use this, and shaping the world throughout the entirety of the game. This is also really good because the boss then has an additional chance, and this also makes a 60% chance to drop an additional connected map, which is really solid. I do not choose to do Wandering Path. I don't care for it, so I skip over it. Going back into Path of Exile here, as I'm completing maps, there's a couple things that I kind of try to pay attention to. For instance, this glacier is connected to 3 tier 2 maps here. So if I'm when I'm first starting out, if I'm short on maps, you normally have plenty of the 4 T1s. I will, after I run say I have Glacier and I get Dunes, Castle Ruins, Precinct, Gardens, Dark Forest, Bog, and Overgrown Ruins in that order. I'll then come back and I might do this again, but I might use Glacier again. I might run a couple glaciers till I hit the Forking River, and then I'll run through here. But generally speaking, and all that is doing is generating additional Ny'Rok missions through the nodes and getting us more Atlas passive tree points, which is all good. Watching which one connects helps me get the map drops that I'm looking for. Is it guaranteed? No, but it does help. So for instance, if I want this right here, this thicket right here, I should probably be running Gardens, Siege, Relic Chamber, or Bog to help the drop chance with that. Same thing for the Caldera over here. I could run Wasteland, I can run Shore, but this is a great example. I'm missing Plateau and Caldera. Summit is connected to both, and so is Shore. Either one of these are great choices to help get one of these 2 maps to drop. Same thing right here. I don't think there's nothing connected to both of them, unfortunately. So there's no super beneficial map to run with this, but that is generally how I look at this when I try to. This is a good example right here, though. This lava chamber is connected to cage and ghetto. And as a result, it has a better chance of dropping this, a 60% chance to drop a connected map. So it's very beneficial. The next thing that I want to go over, and this is, I don't run these missions until after I have completed every single unique map. I don't mean unique as in like this, I mean unique as in like individual map that I've not completed the bonus for. So I want to complete every single map on here that I have. I'm not talking about running all the strands you have. I just mean you've ran, if you have 5 of these, you ran all 5 of them to get the bonus completion. And I'm not going to stop doing that until I have all of these completed and taken care of. And then once I do that, I'm going to come over here to Ny'Rok, purchase, and I'm going to spend my Orbs of Chance and leftover Orbs of Alchemy to buy maps. I am short on Orbs of Alchemy right now because I use them all to buy this, to buy these. Normally, well, at a later point in time, I'll have much more of these, but I only have 8 because I've been using them to buy maps. So as I go through this, I'm not, and then I'm going to run these too. I'm not going to run a single Ny'Rok mission over here until after I have completed every single map that I have and purchased every single map that I don't have the bonus objective completed for from Ny'Rok. Afterwards, I'm going to run a single map, whichever one grants me a, so for instance over here, this museum would be a good option. The ironic thing is I won't get the bonus completion off that, I don't think, but I still need to run this. So this museum, for instance, though, I would run the museum. I get my bonus, my Atlas map and bonus objective, and then it refreshes all the maps Ny'Rok has for sale. And that allows me to continuously buy and generate. And then the other reason is because sometimes things aren't always what we need to be. These basic explorers and singular scouting reports are very useful for refreshing Ny'Rok so he has missions that you haven't ran. This is why you, like, there's nothing in here I haven't done. I've completed all my white maps. I have 3 yellow maps. Everything else is red that I'm looking for. So that's generally what I do when I go about doing this, and this allows me to continually run and farm maps while not having to purchase them, and I do generally hit my entire Atlas completion by doing this. I will then add in destructive play, which is what I'm working on right now on mine, and as you can see, the most recent point, I just added it. And then I need to go up here and get a few things through here to help further enhance the drops that I can get. And those help me to get the rarer maps that I need to drop in order to complete all of my Atlas, and then run all of these over here as well as all my invitations. If you have, that's how I generally run my Atlas and set it up. If you have questions, comments, or feedback, please be sure to comment below. And I think that'll be all for this video. Thank you for watching.